Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to let you know I did add pink back into my hair, as I have had pink in my hair since I was in grade 2. So it's kind of a staple for me. People always know me when I have pink in my hair, so even though I did cut it all off, which if you want to see me getting my hair all chopped off, you can go check out my last video. But I did add pink back into the bottom. It's part of who I am. People know me by the girl with pink hair. Also, as an update, if you want to check out my company's website, I have a new website actually up recently that I made, and you can check out my sweaters for my i.m.wear, as well as gemstone bracelets, and I have t-shirts and things as well on there, and I'll link the website down below. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Making friends in high school sometimes can seem really hard. Like, for me going into grade 9, nobody came from my school, so I was very much had no one around me. My very first class in grade 9, I was in tech for my homeroom, and we were seated alphabetically. So being C, I was in between two guys, and the rest of the row were guys for some reason. And so I'm kind of sitting there like, well, this is fun. The next row in front, there was actually two girls in front of me there, and then they, after class had just kind of started, they suddenly turned around to me and they were like, oh hi, my name's so-and-so and my name's so-and-so, what's your name? And my very first thought was, oh my god, these people are so weird. Like, it was just so sudden, I wasn't expecting it. I was just kind of like quietly sitting there waiting for class, and they just turned around so suddenly and were like, oh my god, hi, like so enthusiastic, and I'm like, oh my god. But turns out, I guess their freak matched my freak, because all throughout high school they ended up becoming two of my best friends. It's funny how things like that work out. Like, you can never know how things are gonna happen, how you're gonna meet people. Like, I never expected for two random girls to turn around in my class and be like, hi, we're gonna be friends. And then me be like, oh my god, I have so much in common with you. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. And you never know, like, that person that's sitting across the room who keeps quiet to themselves could end up being your best friend if you go up and just say something to them. All you can do is be yourself and be true to you, and you'll find people who you fit in with. It might seem hard at first trying to find friends, but you have to just be okay with yourself and be a bit open to maybe go up and talk to that person. Or join in a conversation somewhere. In the cafeteria, go ask a group of girls or like even guys and be like, hey, can I sit here? All they can do is look at you and say either, yeah, sure, sit down, or they might be like, no. That's no loss to you. All you've done is just tried. And in grade 9, you're really trying to get used to being in high school. So you're kind of battling being like, okay, I have all this homework to do. I have to figure out where I'm going in my classes to get to different classes. If you don't have a lot of friends, that's not a big deal. I had maybe like a few really good friends, and that's all you really need. In that same tech class, later on in the year, we became partners, me and the two other girls, for a project, and it was a stop motion video, and we had like all these Bionicles and Barbies and like cars, and we were doing kind of like a Mean Girls thing. It was really fun, and one day I had always kind of, like, I like doing my makeup. I think of it more as kind of an art. Like, I like trying different colors, kind of like hair. I'll try different colors sometimes. Like, just doing it is something fun for me. I don't really do it for other people. I just like the way it looks. And I had always been wearing makeup since the beginning of the year. And then kind of getting farther in, you realize that sometimes you have a lot of homework, you stay up late, you don't have as much energy in the morning to get up and do it, so you're just kind of like, okay, went to school that day, I'm like, t-shirt, sweatpants, no makeup, I can't do it today. Like, I'm like, nah, I just gotta get through the day. I was super tired, and the one girl came up to me and she's like, "You look really good today." And at this point in grade 9, I wasn't as confident in myself as I am now. And I looked at her and I'm like, "But I'm not wearing makeup." And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, how can I look better today than I did like other days when I was wearing makeup? Like at that point, at the beginning of grade 9, that just kind of baffled my mind. I'm like, I don't understand. How can that be? Like, how can you think I look better now when I'm not, like, when my skin tone is like smooth and my eyelashes are more prominent with like mascara? But she was a true friend. She told me that I looked better without it all on. And so it gave me more confidence than to not have to wear as much makeup. As simple as somebody saying something nice or sharing their opinion on something like that, you don't realize the impact it can actually have on people. The same as if it's something negative. You don't realize how hurtful and how personal that person can take it. So just by simply saying, "Oh, you look really good today," your hair looks nice today, or "Oh my god, I love your shoes, I love your outfit." It's the simplest thing, but it makes a world of a difference. Because sure, somebody might be having a crappy day, but for you to just simply say, "Oh hey, I like your hair," that lightens their mood, that makes them happier. It's so simple, but so important to do. Sometimes you have to step out of your own life and look at the others around you. In high school, you're going to be stuck with these people 4 years or 5 years if you choose to do a grade 13 like I did. So you might as well get used to the people around you, get to know them. There was 2 girls in high school that were twins actually. They were in my tech class as well. And they were super nice, the best girls ever. And I'm very bad with names. So I always had a hard time remembering people's names. But they always remembered people's names. In the hallway, they'd always be like, "Oh, Summer, you look so good today." Or, "Oh, your hair looks nice today." It was the simplest thing, but it means so much. It's so nice to hear it. And it doesn't take much to say that to a person. And that's something I always admired about the 2 girls, is that they were very upbeat people. Like, everybody liked them because they were nice. They were such nice girls. They actually took the time to think of other people. As simple as going up and talking to someone new or saying a simple compliment can make the world of a difference to someone. So you never know, like the person you go up and sit next to in the caf one day they might end up being your best friend. Or as simple as telling someone that they look really good today, or saying you like their hair, their outfit, the way they dress, anything. If you like kind of walk by and think, "Oh, that person looks really like put together," or like, "I really love their shoes." There's nothing wrong with voicing that out. You should share that, because it might be something really easy for you to do, but it could mean the world to that person. They could be having a bad day, or they might be insecure and not feel so good about themselves. And you sharing that, "Oh, hey girl, I like your shoes." Or just walk past them in the hallway and be like, "Oh, I love your shoes." Like, it's not something hard to do, but you can make that person really happy. You can make their day. They'll feel so much better. They'll actually then be more confident in what they're wearing or how they're wearing their makeup and hair, because they're like, "Oh, other people think it looks good. Other people like it." It's like a confidence boost. And as much as people tear each other down to make themselves feel better, we should really be empowering each other. And the same can go for guys. I mean, guys are more honest and girls kind of hide sometimes more. But even saying to a guy, being like, "Oh, I like your backpack. Like, that's a cool backpack." Or like, "I like that brand," or something. Because high school's a hard time for people. You're still really in that developmental stage, so you're still growing, you're still learning. going into high school, you can be like 13 or 14. You're just becoming a teenager, and you're still in your premature stage where you're socializing. And high school is such a big part of that, because you're going to high school like some odd 300 days. You're going 5 days a week, and you're there for 6 hours or something. And you're spending a lot of time with these people. So who you choose to be friends with and socialize with affects who you are and how you'll be in the future. For me, at the beginning of grade 9, one of the first few days when I wasn't friends with these two girls and got introduced to their friend group, I went and sat with one of the girls who was in my first and second period class, and she knew a lot of people. So I went and sat down with all of them for lunch for about 2-3 days, but it just didn't feel right to me. I mean, you would say that they are like the popular crowd was what they were, because they like knew everybody, they had lots of friends, but it just didn't feel right to me. I didn't resonate, I didn't connect with those girls. I felt better in my smaller group of friends, that they understood me and they were so much more like me. So question of the week would be, what was a compliment or simple gesture that you received that had a big impact on you? What was something that someone might have said or done for you or to you that meant a lot? For me, that could be either two of the twins who would compliment me all the time in the hallway, and it meant so much to me. Let me know by commenting down below. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, and always remember, wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be, and never stop loving yourself. XO, Summer. Hey, your freak match my freak. Let's be freak friends. Eee. I mean, I know my mom always told me I was special. I'm special, alright. But in the best way, I think.